we can engage authentically with ourselves, our colleagues, and our communities, we can create radical, lasting change. I know this because I've seen it over and over in my work. My name is Dr. Brittany Lewis, and I started Research in Action because I believe deeply in the power of community expertise and relational leadership to drive actionable solutions for racial justice. Yes, the work to dismantle and replace oppressive systems with just and equitable approaches is incredibly complicated. But there are specific skills and strategies that make it possible to transform conditions in ourselves, our organizations, and our communities. That's the insight we offer in our trainings. We're in a pivotal moment, a moment in which so many organizations and institutions want to change their policies and practices, want to advance racial and social justice, but they simply don't have the right tools to do it or to do it equitably and sustainably. At Research in Action, we work with dozens of stakeholders across sectors and hundreds of directly impacted community members to reimagine the power of research by putting those closest to the problem at the center of identifying the solution. And we've grappled with the challenges that inherently come up when people with differential power or different lived experiences strive to work together. Challenges like developing shared values and language, navigating conflict, uprooting characteristics of white supremacy culture, and creating relationships of reciprocity rather than transaction. In our sessions, we don't preach about concepts. We share concrete examples and real-time scenarios of what it looks like to put ideas into practice and how to turn that practice into lasting interpersonal and community change. In our learning spaces, we don't talk at participants. We create participatory forums where everyone is encouraged and empowered to share their experiences and perspectives. We work with every organization to address their specific and current needs, but some of our most sought-after trainings include co-creating community-led and transformative research and engagement processes, cultivating self-awareness, shared values and accountability for groups or teams, navigating conflict, navigation, and creating intentional spaces, developing authentic individual and communal leadership, building racial justice policies and practices. At the core of all of our offerings, though, is fundamentally reimagining how people engage with communities to shift away from traditional top-down approaches and embrace collaborative and equitable methods. This shift paves the way for a more just and equitable world where we can create and lean into shared values. We know it's possible to create and sustain organizations that center racial equity and community expertise because we do it every day at Research in Action. If your organization is committed to being on an actionable, accountable path toward racial justice, let's work together.